Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Devotion by HEDM. My name is Sister Shantel, and my topic for today is a man's own folly ruins his life, yet his heart rages against the Lord. And the reading that we'll be reading from, it's going to be Proverbs chapter 19, verse 3. So let's do King James Version. The foolishness of a man prevaileth his way, and his heart furthereth against the Lord. Of course, my Message version. People ruin their lives by their own stupidity. So why does God always get the blame? Let's get into some meanings. The meaning of foolishness: lack of good sense or judgment, stupidity. The meaning of prevaileth: to divert to a wrong end or purpose. And the meaning of fureth, F-E-F-R-E-T-T-E-T-H, agitating, vexing, or making rough on the surface. Okay, so those are the meanings for words that were within our Proverbs chapter 19, verse 3. Reminder of the topic again: a man's own folly ruins his life, yet his heart rages against the Lord. Today I would like to encourage us not to blame the Lord, not to blame God, not to blame other people for our own actions. Okay? In terms of carnal lives, we put ourselves in things that don't concern us. And then we wonder why or how did you become part of this big mess? We spend time trying to fix something that had nothing to do with us. Start to blame the people that is within the situation, when we don't look at the beginning of why we're in the situation. Now, I say this because we tend to want to put ourselves in things that have nothing to do with us. Sometimes we're trying to help, but some things we need to leave alone, right? And then once you get into the situation or you try to help the person or the situation, it turns out to be kind of like a hardship for you or a burden for you, when in all actuality, no one asked for your help. No one asked for your assistance. No one asked you to butt in. But then you start getting angry at the situation or at the person, right? So the scripture is saying that our own stupidity can ruin our lives, but yet we blame God, right? We blame God and say, well, why you have me in this situation? Why am I dealing with this? Why me? We love to say this famous, why me, Lord? Why me? Why me? But did you sit down and think about why you're in that situation? Did you actually sit down and think about what brought you to this state, in this chapter, in this season in your life, for it to be this difficult or this hard? Did you think about that? Have you really thought about that from the beginning to the end, and not just the situation at its current state? Did you think about the beginning of the situation and the part that you played in the situation? So I say this because we should all set out to do good things. We should all set out to be great and help everyone and make somebody else have a brighter day. But sometimes we do this, and then again, we get caught up in trying to fix things and trying to make other people's lives a little better. And it becomes a hardship or a burden or a stress or a struggle for us, right? And then we blaming this person, as what God is saying in Proverbs 19, verse 3. We need to take time to figure out, how did we end up in this place, right? How do we end up here? As I always say, that I try to always put myself into these topics. And if I want to compare myself with a topic like this, I'm the type of person that I'm always willing to help somebody. I'm always willing, excuse me, I'm always willing to give some advice, try to help people find new ways of doing things or changing something that's not in their norm that could possibly make it better. And then there have been times when I find that I'm more invested in their betterment than they are. And it becomes frustrating to me because I feel like, gosh, like I'm doing all of this for you. And you're not even trying to do it for yourself. You're not even putting an effort in for yourself. And then I want to get upset with the person that I've been trying to help, but they didn't ask me for my help. And even if they did ask me for my help, they asked me for help. They didn't ask me to take on their issues. They didn't ask me to take on their problems. They asked me for help, right? So as Proverbs 19:3 says, why yet are we blaming God, right? So some of us Christians believe in God, but they're the non-believers that don't believe that there's a God and want to know why things happen in their lives, and who is this person that we claim that is going to take care of all of our needs. Once again, remember that I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to encourage us to not be upset, not to rage after our own faults. It's not the fault of anyone else, but it's our own faults. So let's not blame the devil. Let's not say it was the devil. No, we had a choice to make, and we chose to do whatever it is. We chose to put ourselves in these situations. So let us be reminded that it's our situation and we do have a choice. Is my choice going to be to follow this through and trust in the Lord and not murmur and understand that, yes, no one asked me for help. I decided to volunteer my services, and now I'm feeling like this has become a burden. But I do understand that this is my process and this is part of my journey and this is what I have to deal with. And guess what? Remember that I always say, with every lesson, there's a blessing. So remember, don't blame anyone else for your choices. I'm not even going to say stupidity, but that's what the breakdown of it is by all our own nonsense that we tend to want to blame people and want to blame God. So let's not blame anyone else. Let's sit down and let's say, you know what? That was all me. Because I didn't have to, but I chose to. And since I chose to, I know that the Lord is going to carry me through. When I get in situations like that, I know that it's for a reason. I know that I'm supposed to go through this. I know that I'm supposed to deal with it. I know that at the end of it, I will be victorious. Because in every phase of my life, in every season of my life, I have come out victorious. And I will continue to be that way. I will continue to live my life with a positive thinking, with a positive thought. I will turn everything that is negative. I will find some positivity in it. I don't care if it has me crying every night, every day. At the end of it, I'm going to find something positive out of the situation. So pass along to someone else. Let's not be blamers. Let's be the type of people that understand our faults and know that we can come out of it victorious. Keep the positivity in the air, high off of energy. Energy vibrates. So if you keep positive, I promise you positive things are going to happen. Today's a Sunday for me, and the speaker spoke on that positivity and negativity. And that's me in a nutshell. I'm always going to find something positive out of any situation. Even if the situation brings me to my knees on a daily, I'm going to find something positive in that situation. So do have a wonderful day. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.